Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. Hey, what up everybody? Before we get started, I want to say shout out to Graham Huff, or Graham, I don't know how to say your last name, man, I'm sorry. It looks like Huff to me, but shout out to Graham. Graham told his guild about the channel, that really helps a lot. Please subscribe, it also helps a lot, and consider joining, it helps a lot. It's $1.99. And, yeah, tell your guild about the channel and you can get a shout-out like Graham. And subscribe, I demand you to. And, yeah, consider joining, it helps a lot. But, yeah, shout-out to Graham, on to the video. And today we have the weekly preview for September 21st, 2020. Loading up the game right now. It had a, little error there. So, hopefully we can get in here, get this done. Trying to get it done before 6 a.m. and then get it uploaded by like 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alright, we have weekly event Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, new epic troop Prince Barislav. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. Guild Wars, help your guild win the war. Don't forget to set your defenses and fight your daily battles. Sealing the Gate. Experience our new world event with your guildmates. Play world event battles every day to unlock rewards. And Seal of Karandara. The campaign has started. New rewards every week. Don't miss out. Week of Urskaya. All Urskaya troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Urska. All Urska gain 10% to their skills. And bonus glory. Use Prince Barislav and PvP to gain 5 glory. Take that tribute. 15, not bad. Soulforge. Let's see what's in there. What kind of recommendations I can make on mythics and whatnot. Mythics, legendaries, and weapons. Alright, what do we got for mythics? We have Enraged Kurandara. I can get this right now. Oh, wow. Okay. So you need the Heart of Rage and 8 power orbs. Woo! Good thing I've been saving those. I only need 5 right now. So I should be getting that. Probably in a month or two. I think Heart of Rage is not in the drop table yet. So that's not something you're going to be able to get right now. But I think people that have the campaign, they paid money, can get it sooner or something. Anyway, I don't know about that. That's not a right now thing. That's a in a little while thing. Mistralis. King Bloodwood. Obsidious. And Queen Aurora. Wow, some pretty good mythics. Pretty good ones here. Wow. Not amazing, but some B+ type mythics in the Soulforge this week. Alright, so for number 1, I am going to say it's really close between Mistralis and Obsidious. People seem to love Mistralis, so I'm going to go ahead and go number 1, Mistralis. Even though Obsidious, it's really close for me. 25 blue, brown, yellow, Stormheim Elemental Fae. Deal splash damage to 1 to 4 random enemies, then jumble the board and gain an extra turn. Gain 1 life for each yellow ally, reduce damage from spells by 25%, enchant all allies on 4 or 5 gym matches. That's her good thing there, is Enchanted Wind. And she can do some pretty strong damage. And she gets an extra turn, so all good things. I'd say that's the best one to get this week. It's around, 12 or so. It's not a top 10, but it's just outside the top 10 probably. I don't know. It's really close. Not a bad one to get. Obsidious is my second. And like I said, they're really close, so if you think Obsidious is better, then you might be right. But if you think Mistralis is better, you also might be right. Obsidious 24, red, purple, brown, Daemon Elemental Drakzum. Deal 45 heavy splash damage to a random enemy. Destroy a 5x5 block. There's a 50% chance to deal 45 light splash damage to a random enemy. Rocky Death. Summon a dust storm when an enemy dies. Reduce damage from skulls by 50% and stun all enemies on 4 or 5 gym matches. If I haven't heard so many of my members and subscribers saying how good Mistralis is, I'd probably put this as my number one. Because it can stun all enemies on 4 or 5 gem matches. It's used a lot in like Guild Wars. Yeah. Really good. Almost a 1B to Mistralis' 1A. Definitely a top 20 mythic. Not a bad one to craft. It's a Infernus type mythic, but slightly weaker, but the best stunner in the game, basically. Next we have King Bloodwood and Queen Aurora. Queen Aurora used to be a lot better when there was less mythics in the game, but I think we'll go with King Bloodwood next. And it's really close, once again. None of them are last place. In any other week, Queen Aurora would not be last, but just happens to be this week that it is. But that's not saying it's bad or anything. It's just saying this is a good week, a good solid week for mythics. People like King Bloodwood as well. I don't see it, but some people love this thing. 23 yellow, green, brown, Forest of Thorns, Elemental Fey. Deal heavy splash damage to an enemy boosted by entangled and bleeding enemies. Steal 10 life from all enemies. It also has allied elementals gain 2 life, reduce damage from skulls by 33%, entangle and inflict bleed on a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. So every troop, every mythic in the Soulforge has something on for matching 4 or more gems. King Bloodwood is entangle and inflict bleed on a random enemy. Obsidius was stun, and Mistralis was enchant. Alright. And Queen Aurora. 24 yellow, green, purple, silver glade, divine beast, give all other allies barrier, and 31 life. Create 10 gems of a chosen mana color. Immunity to Death Mark, gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell, and gain bonus mana from all gem matches. I love that. Rainbow Link. You know how sometimes you'll get bonus yellow, or bonus purple, or bonus red? This is all, everything. So that's cool. It's not used, it's like a TPK, where it's a weaker version of the Possessed King, where it's a really good 4th troop if you can't think of anything else, but it's never specifically built around. But it's not bad. Like, our worst mythic this week is, you know, a middle tier. Not bad. I would recommend either getting Mistralis or Obsidius if you're going for something this week, and that's the safest thing I can say. If you have 4,000 diamonds and you don't have every single top 5 mythic, though, you might want to just hold off. But Mistralis is pretty decent, and so is Obsidius. So not the worst week ever to get impatient and throw diamonds at one of the two. You won't be doing yourself that much of a disservice as in other weeks. Let's look at the legendaries. We have Lust, Nemu, Sagoro, and Shadow Dragon. So the legendary is not as good, but a clear number 1, it looks like, would be Nemu. 18 purple, green, Relantis, Merfolk, Mystic, transform yellow gems to skulls and red gems to purple, silence the 2 strongest enemies. Gain 1 life for each purple ally, all enemies lose 2 random skill points, steal 4 life from the first enemy when matching green gems. So that's the best legendary in here, but I would not craft it. The legendaries are not on craftable level this week. As double converts are always better than a lot of things. Okay, now what do we got? I would say probably Lust. 15. Blue, purple, Senna Mirage, Daemon Mystic, charm an enemy, 40% chance to transform them into a succubus or incubus. It's a good defensive troop. Explode a purple gem at the start of battle. That's good when you don't have anything else going on and you just need a troop to do something in a very restricted event, maybe. Immunity to Mana Burn, Mana Drain, and Mana Steal, and charm a random enemy when an ally dies. Not very important, just a defensive troop. Then we'll go with probably... I don't know. Let's do the dragon. 14 purple yellow swords edge dragon, poison all enemies and deal 32 true damage to a random enemy. Transform all yellow gems to purple to boost the effect. Gain bonus purple mana from purple gem matches, immune to poison, and gain 1 attack when matching purple gems. And Sagoro, 15 yellow green drifting sands elemental wild folk, deal 42 damage to the 2 weakest enemies, gain 10 life and attack. Immunity to Devour. Reflect 25% of skull damage. Deal 3 damage to all enemies when I match skulls. Don't craft any legendaries, and if you absolutely have a gun to your head, do Nemu. Excuse me, that was nice. Let's see. Weapons. Axe of the North. Deal 39 damage to an enemy, boosted by Urska allies, then create a mix of 6 green and brown gems for each Urska ally. I think this is used with the... I didn't confirm it, but I said this the other day. I think this is used with the Guardian, the new Urska Guardian from like 6 months ago, 9 months ago, whatever. You know how we do with Ferocity, we use Rage Reaver. With Finesse, we use Nimbus Bow. With Cunning, we use Stone Slicer. Well, I think this is with... whatever it's called, we use this. Razor Claw. Deal 39 damage to an enemy boosted by Urskaya allies, then create a mix of 6 green and brown gems for each Urskaya ally. I have both of those. Stone Sword. Deal 41 damage to the first enemy, deal triple damage if they use blue mana. And Aegis of Urskaya. Remove all brown gems, deal 37 damage to an enemy, boosted by gems removed. If the enemy is from Urskaya, deal double damage. Nothing I see. Maybe the Axe of the North is probably the best thing here, just for that Guardian team, maybe. But still not even probably worth 300 diamonds unless you're doing the completionist, getting all weapons thing. Which is not a bad thing to do, it's a decent thing to do. So that was all the Soulforge. Best thing in there, Mistralis or Obsidius. Nothing else really worth crafting. Alright, let's look at the event key drop table. I need to keep an eye on the time. Urskaya troops. Go down to Urskaya. Let's do all, show all, in case I'm missing something, because I'm still not. Yep, there we go. Enraged in Kurandara and Kurandara. I don't have those. Wow, 35 mana. That's crazy. Deal 41 damage to all enemies boosted by Doom Skulls, and convert yellow gems to Doom Skulls. Conjure a Doomstorm. Wow. Deal 41 damage to an enemy boosted by Doom Skulls, then convert yellow gems to Doom Skulls, conjure a Doomstorm. Same thing. Kinda weird. Anyway, I don't think those are available with event keys, so do not worry about that. That's what we're talking about at the moment. We have Doomclaw, Beastmaster, he's not available, he's a Werewoods, King Mikhail, Urskula. Is anything worth even talking about here? Not really. Pretty bad week for event keys. The only thing I see is Urskula has a 50% start on Urska. Only thing I see. Legendary. If you want to get it, now would be the week, but I would not recommend it. It's not a good legendary, and you should save them for another week. But it does start Urska with 50% mana if you're interested in that for whatever reason. Alright. Now we need to go to the shop, so I have to restart my game. One moment, please. Okay, we should be good to go. Let's go. Look at this new troop. Prince Barislav. I should just buy enough of this guy. I should just be a real boy and just buy enough to get it to full ascension. But for now, let's just buy one. I might do that later in the week, though. 2 Arcane Blade trait stones, so you get 2. That's always good. Prince Barislav, 14 yellow-blue, Urskaya Knight. Deal 33 damage to an enemy. If I am enraged, deal double damage. Then if the enemy is a daemon, become enraged. Allied Urska, gain 2 armor. Reduce damage from skulls by 25%. Start battles with 50% mana. So 50% start. Single target damage. very... not great. Okay, Arcane Blade trait stone. So, we got blue, yellow. What is something that comes to mind before we go look? Blue, yellow. Blue, yellow. Can't think of anything. Blue, yellow. Knight Coronet? I don't know. That's all I can think of, but we'll go check it out. Let's go look. What can you fully trait this week? Blue, yellow. We need to clear filter. Did I clear it? No, of course not. Clear. Blue, yellow, all colors. What can you fully trait this week? Here's some of the mythics. They may or may not be. Amnesia, Aquaticus, and then we have Astral Spirit, Axolotl. Let's do base rarity too, by the way. Alright, Amnesia. I'm just going to name the ones that are good. Aquaticus, maybe. Mythics are always maybes. So, maybe Aquaticus, maybe High King Irongut, maybe Jotnar, maybe Mistralis. But then we have, of course, Cedric, Sparkle Sack, very important. If you don't have money bags and you're making that key team, that's important to have in this game. The Skeleton Key team, the best team of 2019, if you want to see that video and make that team. The best team in the game, also, if you want to look at that video. Starts battles with 50% mana, that's a really good trait. Stealthy is a good trait, and Moneybags is one of the best traits in the game, so definitely need these trait stones for this fella here. Very important trait stone for Cedric Sparkle Sack. Other than that, I would just say Cedric Sparkle Sack, you know, it's very important. Knight Coronet early in the game. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. And, Chris Turtle. Good bounty troop. Could fully trait that. Yeah, so the devoted, even. So the devoted Chris Turtle, Knight Coronet, even Sunweaver, and most important of all, Cedric the Entertainer. Alright, what's next? Events, maybe? This week we have, of course, today we have campaign and world event. I'll show you a world event team. We'll look at least the good troops that are able to be used. Make a quick team, look at the medal. We have the campaign. Make sure you look at that first out of anything, the campaign, because it might be time gated. You want to get as much done today as possible because tomorrow starts Guild Wars and a very busy week with invasions on the weekend. Guild Wars runs all week, World Event runs all week, Campaign runs all week, and then you have your daily events as well and invasions on the weekend. So make sure you get as much of the campaign done today as possible. Then tomorrow we have Faction Assault for Tinker Stinker Town. Then we have the Urskaya Pet Wednesday. Then we have Sentinel Class Thursday. And we have Invasions on the weekend. So let's see if I have a Tinkertown team if you want to start early tomorrow before I put out my video. And of course for your pet battles, use your key team, your King Gobtruffle, your Phoenicia, something like that. Tinkertown, let's go. I don't know if I do, but we can look at the colors. Yellow and red. You can use either Finesse, Triple Finesse Nimbus Bow, or Triple Ferocity Rage Reaver. So that's my advice, early advice, if you want to do this before my video comes out tomorrow with the teams. Get you an early jump on it. And of course the pets, do your, like I said, and then Thursday I'll probably do a video for Sentinel because Nintendo Switch and all the other platforms have Sentinel on Thursday, so it's a very good day to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe do a video on the class event for Sentinel on Thursday, so look out for that. What else do we got going on here? World event. World event is in Guild, you dum-dum. Sealing the Gate. Let's get our one one token here. Token of rage. Shop. Let's buy up to if there is a weapon. If not, we're buying medals. So either way, we're doing good. Let's try to get a medal at least. Wow, no weapon. So I want to get a medal. I would get one eventually with the rewards, but what do I got now? 2 badges. Alright, let's do one more. That might get me a medal. I hope. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna go. Overview. All that remained was to defeat Kurandara, push him back through the portal, and then seal him away with a lockstone and keystone. It wasn't simple, though, because the Daemon Lord was now enraged and had become stronger. Defeat all aspects of Kurandara, gather his rage. The more powerful he is, the more he has, and use it against him. Okay. What do we have? I can at least say the good things. And what is the medal, first of all? We need to know that before we do anything. It is 160% skull and spell damage, so now we're just gonna pick what is better, skull or spell damage, from the troops we have to choose from, you know? This is usually a little bit harder than when it's just spell damage or just skull damage, because now we have way more ways to make a team. Alright, so the good troops here we have are... Remember, Urskula starts with 50% mana. Restriction is Urskaya. And that's it, just Urskaya. So troops from Urskaya. So we have, like I said, Urskula. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be poopy. Oh my, we're gonna have to win with our weapon, pretty much. Maybe a doomed weapon, because it does spell and skull damage. My first thoughts are a doomed weapon with Urskula. Then maybe a couple King Mikhails or a Beastmaster Torben. Might go with spell damage. What's their Skula do? Wow. Wow. I'm really thinking, is there a Urska class even? Let's see what we got here. Can we use a doomed weapon? No? Oh my goodness. Wow. That's poop. Green and brown. There's Shield of Urskaya, but, like, who cares? Oh my gosh. My first thought was, Urskula, King Mikhail. Maybe Axe of the North, green and brown. That's not bad. It's only gonna hit one enemy, though. King Mikhail. Urskula. All Urska start battle, 50% mana. That's the only reason you're there, but you do scatter damage. Yeah, let's try this. Which class would be the Urska class? Is it Sentinel? Sentinel? Yep. Okay. So we can start with half mana too, while having barrier a random ally at the start of battle, reduce damage from skulls by 50%, gain 3 if first position. So yeah, maybe we should put ourselves in first position if we're gonna have the Sentinel class on. Do one of these moves. Maybe even put that there. Make sure everybody's fully leveled and traded. Looking good. Let's see what time it is. Okay. And yeah, let's make sure we equip it. Equip. Talents. We're in first slot, so let's do impact. We're not using any of those. Gain barrier at the start of battle. Add 20% of armor to skull damage. Gain barrier when matching brown. Gain bonus brown mana. Or we could dispel all enemies. And fortitude. Okay. So here's my early team, you guys. If you have a better team, please put it in the comments and we will show it tomorrow. So we need double yellow something. Double yellow brown would be nice. Double yellow brown minus green? Double brown yellow minus purple, that's not bad. Double yellow green minus blue, no. I'm gonna go with the double. Could do double yellow red also. Double brown yellow minus purple looks good to me. So double yellow brown minus purple. Sentinel. Axe of the North, King Mikhail. Ursula, King Mikhail. So it's my very early team for this event. It seems okay. There's not very much to choose from. You're gonna have to either go down the spell damage route or the skull damage route, and we got both. So we're doing mostly spell damage, so let's do 2 Medals of Nisha and 1 Medal of Rage for now, and we'll replace those Medals of Nisha with Medals of Rage as we go. Let's do a couple battles. Only got like 5 minutes left, and we'll look at the campaign real quick and we'll be out of here. Remember to subscribe. Got that. We could probably just do this. We have to pick a row though, that's annoying. Boom. I don't know really who we're supposed to fight here. It's just Kurandara. We'll go with this one. 160% spell damage. We should be really fine, especially on day 1. Even if we accidentally hit skulls, we're good. Let's see how much this one does. 80 or 68 and 54, but that also explodes. I like how that also explodes. It gives us some mana back, you know? So I kind of like to cast that first. And, yeah. Let's do, like, 2 more battles just to proof of concept here. This is up, so let's go ahead and do it. We're starting everybody with 50% mana. So that between that and the metal, and we're kind of going down the spell damage route here. If you want to, you could go down the skull damage route. I just don't see any weapons that help with that. You got Beastmaster Torben, but it's mostly spell damage in Urskaya, so not very much. Ooh, wow, we got a campaign. I should probably be looking at that, but let's go look at it now. So that would be my recommendation for early on. So triple finesse, Nimbus Bow, or triple ferocity, Rage Reaver for the faction assault tomorrow, and Axe of the North, King Mikhail, or Skula, King Mikhail would be my recommendation for early world event using the spell damage. Alright, let's take a look at the campaign and we will get out of here. Alright, the first task we have are kill demons Kill Daemon enemies in any battle except training, so that's world event stuff. Deep Delver, complete a delve at level 110 or higher. Can you imagine being like a level 500 player that paid for the campaign pass, and now they have to do a level 110 delve to get their reward? I don't know what that was. I forgot to look at it, but now we got to open 2 event keys. Our artifact is going to give us some health when we're done here. Yeah, 5 health. And it looks like you guys are going to get 5 current Doritos and a Curandara at the end of this. So, alright. That's all we got this week. Did I read this already? With both Lockstone and Keystone in our possession, we headed back north, ready to search for and finally close the portal through which Curandara's minions had begun entering the world. Prince Barislav, son of the King Mikhail, received word of our coming and met us at the border. It seemed that any rift I had with the Urska had been temporarily forgiven as we were prepared to face the Daemon Lord himself. So yeah, just to reiterate the whole week here, Soulforge, Mistralis, or Obsidius, but not top 10s. So if you have all the top 10s, maybe. No legendaries really, no weapons really. Axe of the North and Nemu were the stars of those crappy shows. And event key drop table is really bad, nothing good there, except for Urskula, which isn't good. It's only good for stuff like right now, the world event. And the arcane trait stone with the new troop was yellow-blue. It was pretty important because it's for Cedric Sparklesack, who needs to be fully traded to be used. So decent trait stone this week, if nothing else. And decent mythics too. They just weren't top 10s. They were like top 20s. So decent. If you really are itching to make a mythic, Mistralis or Obsidius would not be a terrible choice. But yeah, remember to get those yellow-blue trait stones if you need to fully ascend or fully trait Cedric. What else was going on? Then we have our world event. It showed you a team for that. We have Faction Assault tomorrow. Showed you two teams for that, or told you 2 teams for that. Wednesday, Pet. Do your key team, Phoenicia, King Gobtruffle, something like that. Thursday, I'll show you Sentinel class event for everybody. And this weekend we have Invasion, so we'll go over that too. Other than that, can't think of anything else going on. Last week for the campaign, Guild Wars. Set your defense and Sentinels. Be ready for that. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a ton. Tomorrow I'll put out a team video, just more specifically going over teams for the World Event and Faction Assault. And, yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Tell your guild about the channel. It helps a lot. And tell them to subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.